Thank you, thank you. But this is the first time I'm saying thank you before saying a word in any presentation of mine. But hello, salam, namaste, and vanakkam, everybody. And a warm welcome to a whole lot of people here. A warm welcome to our partners, quite a few of you here. Honestly, what would we be without you? Thank you. Thank you so much for coming. And a warm welcome to our friends from the media. A lot of you here too. Honestly, I'd say, where would we be without you? Thank you for coming. And a super warm welcome to our Xiaomi fans. What would we be without you? Thank you. And a warm welcome to my team, Team Xiaomi. And to them, I just say one thing. There is no me without you. Thank you. To kick off the proceedings for this afternoon, we have a live stream too. To everybody on the live stream, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. And we have an exciting giveaway, 50 winners this afternoon on the live stream. All you need to do is answer a whole bunch of questions. But before that, do not forget the hashtags for the afternoon. Hashtag Redmi 12, hashtag Redmi Watch 3 active, and hashtag Xiaomi TV series. So keep looking at it, keep checking out the quiz questions, keep tagging us on social media, and you'll stand a chance to get some fantastic giveaways. Now, all of you know thus far that we were supposed to announce 4 products this afternoon, but then we said, look, this is such an amazing launch for this year, and we said we will do something special, but at the very end. So we have 5 products that we're going to announce today, not 4. But before we get there, Xiaomi, as you know, is a company that truly believes in this philosophy of delivering innovation for everyone, and this notion permeates pretty much everything that we do. I'll go to the extent of saying, innovation never stops at Xiaomi. And this has resulted in BCG, the Boston Consulting Group, identifying us as the 50 most innovative companies across the entire world for 3 years in a row. And being amongst the 50 most innovative companies in the world doesn't come easy. It doesn't come by chance, it doesn't come by luck, it just takes a lot of hard work and persistence and doing things at the cutting edge of technology and innovation and investing behind R&D. And we have done that for so many years. The cumulative effort of the various teams at Xiaomi, in fact, I'm told almost 50% of our entire workforce is involved in R&D in some manner and fashion, which has generated 32,000 plus patents through our existence. What a staggering number that is. And not just that, in 2022, 5.7% of our revenue was invested behind innovation, because innovation is the one that should carry all of us forward. And we continue to dedicate huge sums of money to that. In the period 2022 to 2026, there are 13 plus billion US dollars being invested behind developing cutting-edge innovation and research and development, which delivers innovation that makes a difference to people today and can shape the future. Innovations such as the wireless AR glass. Some of you who would have joined us at the Mobile World Congress in Barcelona earlier this year would have had the opportunity to test this out. And in some ways, this just brings together the real and the virtual world. Innovation such as the revolutionary new solid-state battery technology, which has already achieved remarkable performance in terms of energy density and improved performance in our lab tests. Innovation such as the Xiaomi Cyber One, the first humanoid robot from Xiaomi Robotics Lab, which brings together the best of hardware, software, AI, physics, mechanics, visual recognition, spatial recognition, and much more, and some ways could define the future of man and machine interface, and innovations such as our pilot technology, which will power our smart electric vehicles. Exciting times ahead, lots of fun up ahead in the future that together we will co-create. Now, Xiaomi's had a dream journey in India in more ways than one, and we just turned 9 years young a couple of weeks ago. And what a 9 years this has been. 9 years making a difference, but not alone. 9 years making a difference thanks to all of you and everyone else out there who's been a part of this journey and made this truly fulfilling and worthwhile. Once again, thank you so much for giving us this privilege. And in these 9 years, in the first 9 years of our existence in India, we've had the privilege, we've had the opportunity to play a catalyst role in sparking the 4G revolution and the digital revolution. And I say this with all humility. The fact remains that every time somebody picks up a phone to pay on UPI anywhere, there's a high chance it's a Xiaomi phone. Every time somebody is watching a YouTube video anywhere in the country, there is a high chance it's a Xiaomi phone. Every time somebody is ordering food on the smartphone, there's a high chance it's a Xiaomi phone. We are so proud of the impact that we have created by shipping over 200 million smartphones in just 9 years of our existence in this country. And we have a long way to go, as you'll discover today. But for us, while business is important, while shipments are important, while sales are important, while profitability is important, it's never just been about the business. We are responsible corporate citizens. We know that we can impact and influence and help uplift people and their livelihood in more ways than one. And through our 9 years, we have executed numerous projects that help the communities and the societies that we operate in. And this year, we have chosen 3 key themes to address as part of our social impact initiatives: education for children, skill building, especially for underprivileged youth, and care and concern so that our environment is protected and sustained. I'd love for all of you to share your feedback on the initiatives that we do, and let us know if you have any specific initiatives that we can participate in to make a difference to the society that we operate in. Now, 2022 has been a challenging year, and I have said this so many times, has been a challenging year for Xiaomi, for the smartphone market. It's been a complicated year. But we went back to the basics, and we have a very, very clear, articulated strategy for 2023. And in 2023, we aspire to be India's most loved and trusted smartphone times AIoT, smartphone into AIoT, the multiplier effect between the two, smartphone times AIoT brand by focusing on efficiency, by focusing on sustainability, and by focusing on a secured foundation. And this means a few key priorities that I'd like to share with all of you. This means a much more cleaner, leaner, meaner, sleeker portfolio. Some of you who were here in Jan, when we launched the Redmi Supernote series, we laid out how the portfolio is going to be laid out this year with clear winners at every price point, and you're already seeing us execute to that. We are executing to an omni-channel strategy where the online channel and the offline retail channel are the 2 engines that will power our growth and propel us into much stronger position in the market, and we are investing behind that. We are investing behind the best-in-class customer experience, be it in terms of our quality, product quality, as well as service quality, covering both customer support and after sales, where we've already introduced lots of innovation to make your lives better and to ensure that you have a great experience with our products. We're also doubling down our effort in terms of making in India. For us, it's not enough anymore to just have 100% of our smartphones and 100% of our smart televisions being made in India. we are working towards both broadening and deepening the local component sourcing ecosystem so that the components that go into our phones and televisions and other products are also sourced locally in India. Thank you. In fact, we aspire, there's this term called domestic value addition, which measures what is the value that is contributed by locally sourced initiatives. What's your contribution to the local economy? If we execute our plans right, we aspire to increase the domestic value addition in manufacturing by 50% over the course of the next couple of years, and we are well on track to do that. Thank you. And lastly, there are many companies which deserve credit for having sparked and fostered the 4G revolution in India. And Xiaomi, of course, with all humility, puts up his hand as one of the companies that's played a catalyst role there. We aspire to recreate the magic that we did with 4G in 5G, and you will see the first big step towards that direction today. And it's already been a power-packed first half of the year, and we've ensured that we have a hero in every category, starting in Jan with the Super Note series, the Redmi Note 12 Pro Plus 5G with its 200-megapixel camera, which became a super hit and started setting records from the very day it went on sale. And I must tell you, we did that launch here in Delhi, and that energy in the room is still something that gives me goosebumps, and I'm hoping to see some of that magic that all of you Xiaomi fans created, again being repeated today to give us that entire energy and boost. And then we follow that up with the Xiaomi 13 Pro, which redefines what photography in a smartphone is all about, co-engineered with Leica. Now, co-engineered with Leica is not just a licensing deal. It's not a partnership deal, but it's much more. It's far deeper. It's about us bringing our hardware and software expertise. It's about Leica bringing their optics expertise together to co-create what is a smartphone photography experience par excellence. And that is the Xiaomi 13 Pro. Last year, we finally launched a product which did justice to the Android tablet segment with the Xiaomi Pad 5. And we've taken it one step ahead with the Xiaomi Pad 6 this year. And if you notice, it's not just about smartphones, but it's also smartphones times AIoT. We launched the Xiaomi TV X Pro series earlier this year during the Smarter Living event, where we brought many features, including things like Dolby Vision IQ, which is typically available only in the OLED series, to a much more affordable price point with our Google TV launches. And then we had smart home products, the Xiaomi Air Purifier 4. While this is already a galaxy of heroes, I think there is another position that is up for the taking. A product which can help spark a big revolution, a product that can spark and foster the 5G revolution in this country. And to talk about it, it is my privilege to call upon stage the Chief Marketing Officer of Xiaomi India, Anuj Sharma. Welcome him on stage, please.
Awesome. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You know, the last time for Supernote, we had so much energy that some people actually thought we were adding it through the loudspeakers. Again, let's get on with today's products. Thank you, Murli, for recapping our strategy. And the next big step in that strategy happens today. It is my privilege to announce a landmark product for you guys today. A product that takes the overall smartphone industry to the very next stage. Or, if you could sum it up, causes a smartphone revolution, right? And this is a revolution that we don't normally see that often. The last time we saw something like this was about 9 years ago. So about 9 years ago, Xiaomi helped move India from the kbps era to the mbps era, right? Or in other words, with the entire 4G coming in. And it was interesting, at that point, we had a lot of questions coming in, saying, yes, 4G brings in a little more speed, maybe we'll see better YouTube videos, but what else? How will it really change how we consume content, how we operate our phones? 9 years later, now if we look back at that time, we have all fundamentally changed the way we live thanks to that 4G revolution, right? Nine years ago, if someone told me I could track my food coming in from a restaurant all the way till my doorstep, I wouldn't have believed them. 9 years ago, if someone told me that I could pay from my phone, in fact, I could travel across the country, buy a ticket, show my ID on the phone, nobody would believe me, right? It's all changed in just the last 9 years, and we've come a long way. Of course, when it comes to gaming, most of us know Pochinki better than Hoskas, right? But entertainment has moved, travel has moved, and social and connectivity has moved a long way. I would like to just take a moment, and I want all of you guys to imagine. Imagine that you are in 2020 again. Imagine that you are back in that lockdown. And now imagine if there was no 4G at that time. 4G kept us going. It kept businesses going. It kept education going. It kept families connected. And that was the magic that we saw, which none of us could have envisioned 9 years ago. Today, when we are talking about the next 5G revolution, we don't know how far this is going to go. But we know 9 years later, we'll be looking at a completely different world. So today, we are here to move from Mbps to Gbps. And that is obviously with the help of 5G. But now 5G has two elements that you need for it to work properly. You need the telcos, and of course, you need the device operators. Now, the telecom operators have done a tremendous job. The rollout of 5G across cities, across circles, has been a lot faster, a lot smoother than what happened with 4G. Forget about the rollout. For us, for consumers, it's been super smooth. This time, we didn't really need to change our SIM cards. This time, we didn't even need to change our plan. Right? Imagine we are getting 5G speeds at the cost of 4G. It is remarkable. And again, kudos to Airtel, kudos to Jio. They've done a phenomenal job in this rollout. But what about the devices? Right? That's, I think, something that we need to fix. If I look at the device landscape in India, when we look at about $500, the flagship segment, more than 80% of all phones sold in the last 2 years were 5G. So the flagship guys are taken care of. What about the mid-premium segment, the $300 to the $500 mark? Again, more than 80% of all phones sold were 5G. But when we start getting to the $200 to $300 part, it's only 1/3 of all phones that were actually 5G. But that's not what India runs on. India runs on the $100 to $200 segment. And in that $100 to $200 segment, I think we've not really done our part. It is the largest segment by far. It is bigger than the other three segments that you see combined. And in this, the overall 5G phones sold were less than 5%. Today, let's change that. Today, while we are talking about innovation for everyone, maybe for this product, let's call out the fastest internet for everyone. The device that I'm going to talk about now has not been launched anywhere else in the world. This is coming first to India. This is not going to be available anywhere else right now. And today, we are going to see this for the first time here, live in New Delhi. And this is the Redmi 12 5G. But we understand that a device needs to be a lot more than providing 5G. We also understand, in true Xiaomi spirit, that a phone, it has to be a great all-rounder, a phone that has to check all the boxes. So we're going to talk about 4 key things here. The Redmi 12 5G brings in a performance revolution. It also redefines how products should be built in this category. It has an incredible display and, of course, has a really great camera too. And maybe I'll talk about the first part, which I'm sure all our Mi fans really, really care about, which, of course, is the performance revolution. Now, for performance, the Redmi number series, right from the Redmi 1S, has always stood for giving you stable, rock-solid, reliable performance. But today, we're actually changing that a bit. We're taking the biggest leap that we've taken in the number series with almost 32% over just last year. And if we look at from an Antutu score perspective, compared to the Redmi 1S, this is 23 times faster. We've come a long way in 9 years. And now the exciting part. This is the segment's first segment's first 4-nanometer processor. 4-nanometer, apart from this, is normally only seen in flagship chipsets. So we're bringing that to this segment. And this is all thanks to the amazing Qualcomm team. Some of them I see here with us as well today. Now this processor, as you would have probably guessed, if it's the segment first, it also is a debut. For the first time ever, we are seeing this incredible processor here. The Snapdragon 4 Gen 2. Not only do you get better thermals, not only do you get better battery life, but it's also, as we just saw, a powerful chip. Let's talk about the individual elements. Starting with the fact that it's got an 8-core, 4-nanometer CPU. Now, this is built on the Cryo 64-bit architecture, which has 2 performance cores, which handle all your gaming, and it has 6 efficiency cores, which can easily handle all your multitasking apps, which basically means you're not really struggling for performance at any given time. But going beyond CPU, let's also look at the GPU. Now, when it comes to GPU, this has been selected so that you can have access to high FPS gaming. So it's focused on that. With that GPU power, you also get support for the latest graphic APIs. Moving to the next bit, which is the Spectra ISP. Now, image signal processing becomes more and more important as we focus on the camera. And this takes it to the next level. But we will talk about the ISP a little later in the presentation. And of course, it is a 5G chip. So this has a X61. It's a flagship level modem that's capable of reaching a whopping 2.5 Gbps speeds on the 5G network. Now, this also has support for dual 5G, which basically means you can have both your SIMs locked onto 5G, and that is happening for the first time again in this segment. Another first for the Redmi number series. So we will be going up all the way to 8 GB of RAM, and along with that, you can also activate 8 GB of virtual RAM. Now, this virtual RAM really helps you in multitasking. From a storage perspective, we are taking it up all the way to 256 GB. But that's not the main story. You see, this is a powerful phone. We know you will do a lot more, and it's because it's got 5G, you'll be downloading a lot more. So this time, we are not starting with a 64 GB variant. The lowest variant we'll have is a 128. So you will also get that. And of course, you can always expand it with a micro SD card. So that's the performance part of it. But let's talk about the design revolution. Now, to talk about the design revolution, we've got a very special guest amongst us today. Coming all the way from Manila in the Philippines, here's Abigo.
Hello, India. Hello, everyone. Hello. All right. Thank you so much for that warm welcome. All right. Okay, everyone, hello. My name is Abby, and I come from Xiaomi International. I am super excited to be here, and it's my first time to be here in India. Namaste. All right. Now, as you've seen, Redmi 12 5G is an absolute 5G performance beast. And it isn't just the inside that's gorgeous, but also the outside. Now, as they say, why do flagships have all the fun? We wanted to bring a gorgeous design also to this segment, and we've done just that. Now, in designing the Redmi 12 5G, we have 3 pillars in mind. You have craftsmanship, durability, and ergonomics. Now, in this segment, we want to set a new standard. Introducing an all-new crystal glass design. Now, for the first time ever on a Redmi number series, we are using a glass back design. It instantly gives off that premium look and feel, right? Woo! Wow, so here's this beautiful moonstone silver. As you can see, it's super beautiful, it's super gorgeous. When light is refracted on it, you would set up rainbow hues. And in order to keep that minimalist look, we've also removed the camera island, so you could only see the gorgeous aesthetics. All right, Redmi 12 5G comes in 3 dazzling colors. We have the first one, Moonstone Silver. It's my personal favorite. It's crystal inspired with color shifting gradient. Next, we have the Pastel Blue. I've heard a lot of you guys also love these colors. Now, our designers spent a lot of time with different crystal elements just to get this color right. And for the third one, we have the Jade Black. So Jade Black, you have that gorgeous, shiny skin. Now, surely there's a Redmi 12G fit for everyone. Now, why don't we take a look at this device right here? All right. Yeah. So there you go. We have the jade black, moonstone silver, and pastel blue. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna retain this one, so this is my favorite color, moonstone silver. All right, next one. Let's talk about durability. Redmi 12 5G is as beautiful as it is tough. Now, it's protected by Corning Gorilla Glass, a rarity in this segment. It's scratch resistant and very durable. Now, we've taken a look at a lot of competitors in the market, and boy, it's a sea of plastics out there. But Redmi 12 5G truly shines with that crystal glass design. Now, furthermore, we've also taken that up a notch, so we've put our crystal glass versus other competitors to a scratch test. Why don't we take a look at this video? Well, I'll let the results speak for themselves. But that's not it. Redmi 12 5G is also rated IP53, dust and splash resistant. That's super rare in this segment as well. Now, moving on to the third pillar. Now, on the average in India, people use their phones for around 5 hours per day. Now, that's a lot of time holding your phones. So your phone needs not to only look good, but feel good. You'll be holding it for lots and lots of hours, right? So that's where the ergonomics come in. Now, Redmi 12 5G, it's slim and sleek at just 8.17 millimeters. And it also comes with that premium metallic finish. So it's really, really gorgeous. And one more thing. For that ultimate hand feel, the edges were curated to be rounded for better grip. So it's super comfortable. It won't be piercing your palm here. Now, we obsess in giving you the best ergonomics, down to the last details. So notice for other phones, some of the power buttons are either too high or too low. But after multiple user research, we found the perfect placement of the power button to be 85 millimeters. So that's the best and most comfortable angle when you're holding your phone. And this is also super comfortable when you're unlocking your phone with side-mounted fingerprint sensor. Now, Redmi 12 5G unlocks super fast as well. Why don't we take a look at this video? So there you go, Redmi 12 5G, you get a reliable unlocking as well. So that's the design for the Redmi 12 5G. Moving on, why don't we talk about display? So, Redmi 12 5G sports the biggest display ever for a Redmi number series. And that's as huge as 6.79 inch. Now, it also has a 91% screen-to-body ratio, so you're ultimately getting a bigger display in a more compact form factor. So looking at other competitors here, you can see that Redmi 12 5G has the biggest display while still maintaining a comfortable width of just 76.28 millimeters. And it also has a 90 hertz adaptive sync refresh rate. Now, adaptive sync is usually for flagships only. And now we're bringing that to this segment as well. So adaptive sync matches your content to the refresh rate of what you're doing. So for example, if you're watching movies or watching like other things, it could go to 30, 48, 60 hertz. And when you're gaming, it could go as high as 90 hertz. So we talk about a performance revolution, a style revolution, and a display resolution. Now moving on, let's talk about camera. So for camera, let me ask Xiaomi India's in-house camera expert, Mr. Sandeep Sharma.
Thank you. Thank you guys, thank you. It's great. Thank you guys, Thank you guys. I think next time we need a decibel meter here to see how high we can go, right? Anyway, I'm Sandeep, and we are here to talk about the cameras on the Redmi 12 5G. I think for the past couple of years, Xiaomi fans, media, as well as consumers have helped Xiaomi cement its place as the imaging leader in India. We make the best imaging smartphones on the market across every single price segment. And while we have done phenomenally well in other segments, we believe even in this segment that the Redmi 12G is operating in, we can make the best camera phone ever. So here is the Redmi 12 5G camera setup. Starting with the hardware, we have a 50 megapixel AI camera setup at the back. This looks phenomenally good with the infinite camera deco, but it also takes just as good, if not better looking photos. We also have an 8 megapixel camera at the front, again, capable of taking wonderful looking photos. So that's the optics, but we are going beyond just being skin deep. We're making further improvements to our hardware, and that starts with our AI processing, as well as what Anuj hinted on earlier, which is Qualcomm's very powerful Spectra ISP on the Snapdragon 4 Gen 2. Now, we needed something that's really powerful in order to get the effect that we wanted. We wanted the fastest autofocus in the segment. We wanted really great low-light performance with low amount of noise, and that's exactly what the Spectra ISP as well as our AI algorithm gives us. We were also wanting to get very fast shutter speed. We also wanted to ensure that regardless of what situation we are capturing images in, the output is consistent and beautiful. Here are some samples that we were able to capture, and there were too many samples that we really wanted to show everything all at once. What you'll notice in all of these images is incredible image quality. Now, if we were to dissect it, you would see that there's incredible dynamic range, plenty of resolved detail in this, as well as beautiful looking colors, while at the same time not looking artificial. This seems easy to do, but it's actually very difficult, especially in this segment. We also wanted to bring a premium feature, something that you guys would have already seen on our high-end flagship devices with Leica, and that is film filters. For the first time ever on a Redmi number series device, we are giving you film filters as well. Now, there's a trend right now for people to take photographs using film cameras, and while that gives you beautiful aesthetics, what often happens is that it's a very time-consuming process, it can be expensive, and you also need the technical know-how to get that output that you're looking for. With this, one single click, choose the filter that you want, and you have incredible images that are ready to go, not just on social media, but are even print-worthy. So there are different filters, 7 filters in fact, that take great looking images and really elevate your entire photography game. Now I would like to point your attention towards this particular filter, H400, because I'm about to show you an image which I believe looks absolutely stunning and better than anything else that I've seen in this segment. And I want to hear your applause if you guys agree with me, right? How good does this look? The skin tonality in this is absolutely wonderful. You can see the texture on the skin, you can see the edge detection is on point, and overall the black and white H400 film filter really elevates the entire image experience. We also have several other filters, like I mentioned, again, built for portraits, built for landscapes, giving you the best in terms of the visual aesthetics. And even if you zoom in, you'll see this tremendous detail available. And it's not just the rear-facing cameras, but in fact, even the front-facing cameras with incredible output. You get great dynamic range that even if you have a subject lit from the background, you will still be able to get crazy amount of detail. Now, this is great. The phone is absolutely amazing, but it's only when you compare yourself to others that you know just how good you are, right? So we went out and shot a couple of samples. So this is a scene in Cubbon Park. At a glance, it might seem good, but if you look at the highlights, the clouds in between especially, they are quite overexposed. The highlights are blown out. You'll also notice that the colors are not so great. We also had a Nord CE2 Lite take this photo, but here you'll notice sharpness is not so great. And at the same time, you have the same issue of the highlights being blown out. Now, we'll show you our image where you can see the perfect formula for the best looking output. And that's the Redmi 12 5G. So the highlights are not blown out. You have the most natural looking colors, and at the same time, you have the best sharpness out of all 3 phones. We also had another situation where we wanted to showcase what we really mean by dynamic range. It's not just about boosting the shadows unrealistically, because the end result is what you see here. On the T2X, it's completely blown out. Now, while some of you might think that is okay, in fact, that looks quite bad, and if you view it on your screens, it makes for a very unimpressive experience. And if you also zoom in further to the portion where the leaves are, you'll see much better sharpness on our leaves, and also something that looks green instead of looking yellow and green mix, which is on the T2X. Now, this is all in great lighting conditions. What if we took it to a challenging lighting condition, somewhere where phones are typically not expected to be, somewhere where you would only want or you would expect to be using a traditional mirrorless or DSLR camera? We took it, and here's the behind the scenes footage, and you will also see the end result of what we got from that.
Xiaomi.
So these images that I'm about to show you, I'm 100% confident that no other phone in this segment or even several leagues above could actually capture straight out of the camera. It's that impressive, and I can't wait for all of you to try this in person. Thank you. So that is the Redmi 12 5G making its global debut in India. How awesome is that, guys? Xiaomi fans, global debut in India. That's incredible. Snapdragon 4 Gen 2, again, global debut in India. A phone capable of giving immense performance when it comes to connectivity but is also packaged into such a beautiful crystal glass design with infinite camera deco at just 8.17 millimeter in terms of thickness, up to 16 GB of RAM, up to 256 GB of storage with expandable storage up to 1 terabyte. You get an amazing 50 megapixel AI camera setup, Corning Gorilla Glass protection. You get the largest display that we have ever seen on a Redmi number series device. You also have beautiful all-new film filters that were taken inspiration from flagship-grade devices from Xiaomi. And of course, how can we forget our fans, right? Fan favorite 3 features, which are 3.5mm headphone jack, IR blaster, and MIUI dialer. Thank you. Last, but a very important one, there's a charger in the box as well. Now, before I leave you, I also wanted to showcase the Redmi 12 5G and how it compares to some of the competition out there. You already saw that the Snapdragon 4 Gen 2, along with the 5000 mAh battery and the 4 nanometer chipset, 90 Hz adaptive sync rate gives you the best efficiency, the best entertainment possible, best creativity possible. But there are a few other things that you would like to look at, which is the IP53 rating. None of the competition gives that. You'll see that we have a punch hole cut out instead of having a water drop notch. And overall, this is the best possible experience that you can get in this segment. Here's a quick product video to take you through the entire feature set of the device. Thank you. Absolutely stunning, guys. Can't wait for you all to experience it very soon. But now we have another surprise. Some people say that, GBPS stands for gigabits per second. I would say it stands for Gautam Batra per second. Inviting someone you all know to take you through the next amazing product from the house of Xiaomi. Gautam, please.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. Thank you for taking Thank you for taking out the time today, our business partners, media colleagues, and of course, Xiaomi fans. Now, I absolutely love the Redmi 12 5G. It's a perfect embodiment of what a Xiaomi smartphone should be. All the features, no corner cuts, and we rounded the edges too. But let's talk about the classic number series. We started this journey 9 years ago with the Redmi 1S, and this is the only series that has seen all the iterations launching here in India. Xiaomi fans, make some noise if you have ever owned one of these smartphones. Our fans love it, and even your regular consumers do. And this is because of 3 key advantages that the Redmi number series offers above competition that gives it that edge and makes it so successful. The first one is Reliability. This is the go-to recommendation for a lot of, this is the go-to recommendation for a lot of people because of the amazing reliability it offers. Work as advertised was never a promise in this segment, and the Redmi number series changed that. The second is, of course, the amazing battery life. Anyone here use the Redmi 4? People used to forget carrying their chargers because it used to last more than 2 days. Amazing battery life. And of course, the quality. Where every player in the segment was treating this as a sell and forget, we ensured the highest quality standards are met, just like every other Xiaomi smartphone. And that's what made it a daily driver for millions of people. Now, to enhance the experience of the classic Redmi number series user, we are bringing in the Redmi 12. Thank you. Now with the Redmi 12 also offers the beautiful crystal glass design with a premium glass back that not only looks good and feels good in the hand, but is also more durable against plastic when it comes to daily wear and tear, like Abby showcased. It comes in 3 beautiful colors: moonstone silver, pastel blue, and jade black. And when you can take your eyes off the back of the phone, the front is equally mesmerizing. It comes with Redmi's biggest display ever on a smartphone at 6.79 inch. It's a full HD plus resolution at 90 Hz adaptive sync that changes refresh rate as per the content you're viewing. The only phone in the segment that has both IP53 rating and Corning Gorilla Glass. And of course, to drive that amazing battery life, you have a 5000 mAh battery with 18-watt charging support and the charger inside the box. To enhance your photography experience, the Redmi 12 features a 50 MP triple camera solution. Now this triple camera solution gives you, great photos in 3 different perspectives: wide, ultra wide, and macro. Now a lot of smartphones, and most of them in this segment, what you would notice is when you move from a wide to ultra wide, the photos tend to fall flat in 3 key areas: sharpness, color, and of course, the dynamic range. We, as the smartphone imaging leader, wanted to solve for that, and we did just that. Let's take a look at a sample that Sandeep's team shot at the Blue Room in City Palace, Jaipur. Now, looking at this photo, it holds true to all the 3 key features that I talked about, because it's a wide photo. But once you move to ultra wide, what you would see is that the photo maintains the colors, the sharpness, and of course the dynamic range. But when you want to go closer to a subject and get those extra details out, you also have the macro lens. The Redmi 12 also comes with film filters that allows you to play around with the colors, the vibe of a photo straight out of the camera, and you can select between 7 of these. So that's the Redmi 12. It comes with the beautiful crystal glass design in 3 amazing colors, and we believe it will start a style revolution. Three gorgeous colors, Redmi's biggest display yet, with 90 Hz adaptive sync refresh rate. It also goes down to 48 Hz in idle mode, saving you that extra battery life. Comes with a 50 MP triple camera solution, highest quality features like IP53 rating and Corning Gorilla Glass, powered by the MediaTek Helio G88, along with 12 GB of RAM, including virtual. You get the fan favorite features, of course: 3.5mm headphone jack, IR blaster, and MIUI dialer, and the latest software experience thanks to MIUI 14 based on Android 13. Now, this looks like a fantastic device, but when you put it against the competition, it looks even better. What you see here is that, of course, it's the only device in the segment, only smartphone in the segment with a glass back. It also has the biggest display with an adaptive sync refresh rate. IP53 and Corning Gorilla Glass is missing across the board. And of course, you get the latest software experience. So that's the Redmi 12. Before I hand it over to Abby, here's a quick look at the video.
Redmi 12, join the style revolution.
So that's the Redmi 12. Calling back Abby on stage.
So that video was awesome, right? All right. Today, joining the Redmi 12 series is a brand new smartwatch. Why don't we all welcome Redmi Watch 3 Active. So, nowadays, most of us have an active and on-the-go lifestyle. And one of the most... Hello?
नमस्कार मैडम, क्या मैं एबी जी से बात कर रहा हूँ? मैडम, मैं रजनीश बात कर रहा हूँ एसटीआई बैंक से। आपके लिए एक प्री अप्रूव लोन ऑफर है, क्या आप लेना चाहेंगे?
नहीं चाहिए भैया। Where was that? So, I just learned a few Hindi terms. So as I was saying, one of the most sought after features for our watches is Bluetooth calling. Now, Redmi phones have always been recognized for its incredible and reliable call quality. And now we're bringing that to our smartwatch as well. So Bluetooth calling, it lets you make and receive phone calls right from your smartwatch. And you have a built-in speaker and mic, and it also supports Bluetooth 5.3 for enhanced calling experience. So it's really an awesome feature, and it's super convenient to have. You can enjoy it while you're running, when you're cycling, when you're cooking, essentially when your phone is not that convenient to hold. The Redmi Watch Active comes in two gorgeous colors. You have the platinum gray and charcoal black. And we've also included you can also have an additional strap, an olive green option for even more style variations. Redmi Watch 3 Active looks absolutely gorgeous with that premium metallic finish as well. And it's coupled with a huge display at 1.83 inch. That's 33% larger than the previous generation. And you also have up to 450 nits. So it's super convenient whether you're viewing everything at a glance, anytime, anywhere. And you could even step up your style with over 200 watch faces. So essentially, you could choose from stylish to formal, from digital to analog. So whatever you want, we have those different options for you. So you essentially can have different watch faces for 6 consecutive months. Now, there's even 50+ widget customizations available. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I hate charging my smartwatch each and every day. Good thing though, for the Redmi Watch 3 Active, it supports up to 12 days of battery in a single charge. And if you do need to recharge, it also supports fast charge as well. And it's also 580 mAh water resistant, so it's convenient when you want to go for a swim, shower, or even for those accidental rains. Redmi Watch 3 Active is your everyday health and monitoring partner. You have a lot of heart rate monitoring, stress monitoring, period cycle monitoring, and even 100+ sports mode available. You can view all of these stats via Mi Fitness app as well. So there's so many more features that I want to talk about, but don't have the luxury of time with. One feature that I want to emphasize, though, is theater mode. If some of you guys have watched Barbie or Oppenheimer during the weekend, I don't know if you've had an experience when you're watching and a twist of your hand and your smartwatch will lit up. So that's pretty distracting when you're watching movies. So with the theater mode, notifications are muted and unnecessary activities are blocked while you're enjoying the movies. So here's a short film that you could enjoy for the Redmi Watch 3 Active.
I'll join the meeting in an hour.
Faster, going to the maximum. Going to the maximum. Going to the maximum. Bigger, bolder, faster, going to the maximum. Going to the maximum. Going to the maximum. Just let it go, I can let it go. Just let it go, I can let it go. You think I'm too much, because I'm too much. Don't you gotta go, cause I gotta go. Let it drive on for an hour. Never hit the brakes, no, come on.
Call me on my Redmi Watch 3 Active.
All right, so that's the Redmi Watch 3 Active. You had a lot of awesome features. Bluetooth calling, 580 waterproof resistant. It has a gorgeous design, large display, your health monitoring partner, 100 plus sports mode, and a lot more. So, how much will it cost? Redmi Watch 3 Active starts at just 2,999 rupees. And we also have a limited period offer where you could get an additional olive green strap worth 499 rupees at just 99 rupees for a limited offer. Now, Redmi Watch 3 Active is available starting from August 3rd at 12 noon. So mark your calendars, August 3rd, 12 noon, at mi.com and Xiaomi Retail. So there you have it, Redmi Watch 3 Active. All right, let me pass it back to Anuj.
Thank you, Abby. The Watch 3 Active is actually absolutely amazing. I've not really carried my charger with me. I'm so confident on that battery life. I don't know the last time that happened with a smartwatch. Okay, to the next category. Let's talk about TVs. Now, TVs are very unique when it comes to consumer products. See, all the consumer products are meant for individuals, but a TV is meant for a home. A TV is the one that brings the entire family together to watch what's on it. And at Xiaomi, for the last 5.5 years, since our first TV launch, we've been focusing on bringing this best possible experience to the living room, to the entire family viewing. And happy to share that we have been the #1 smart TV brand, okay, that cut off, smart TV brand for 20 consecutive quarters. And this is thanks to 3 key but simple elements. We make in India, all our TVs are made by a crack team that we have, and of course, this crack team understands how all of us are watching content on a daily basis, what we like, what we don't like in our TVs. Now, in this last 5.5 years, the TV landscape has also significantly changed. From the time when we launched our first TV, the content availability has gone up 10 times. I don't know if you guys remember, in February of 2018, during the first TV launch, there used to be less than 10 OTT apps out there. Today, there are more than 100. But not just that, we've always focused on bringing larger TVs. And not just a large screen, but a good high-resolution screen. And what we also realized over the first 1.5 years is how all of us like our content, and we decided to bring in our own special engine called the Vivid Picture Engine, which greatly enhances your TV viewing experience. So with all of this, today we are here to focus on pushing this vision forward with the launch of the Xiaomi Smart TV X series. It comes down to 3 fundamental things. What makes an X series great? What you see, what you hear, and how the overall experience is. So let's talk about the first part of it, which is the amazing display. The entire X series is going to be now featuring a 4K display. And this 4K display is a high dynamic range one. It's all HDR10, but you guys know what's better than HDR10? Dolby Vision. And the Dolby Vision also comes to the entire TV series. Along with that, of course, we've got a vivid picture engine. And when we are watching sports, there's motion smoothing with reality flow. And these panels are also much better than anything that we've launched before because of the support for wide color gamut. You're seeing more colors, which helps in a more lifelike picture and essentially giving you content the way the creator intended it to be. But along with displays, it also sounds better. The entire X series is going to feature a 30-watt speaker. Along with the 30-watt speaker, you get Dolby Audio. You also get DTS Virtual X, which can take any source and give you a good surround sound experience. And for the first time ever, we are introducing DTS X as well. So looks good, sounds great, and also an upgraded experience. Now it comes with the latest Google TV. Now, Google TV is a content-first UI, which is built on your recommendation. It always gives you what you'd like to watch. And now, because you've got multiple people in the household, you've got individual profiles as well. So your recommendations stay true to you, while somebody else could be researching Barbie. We've also got an ambient mode. So when you're not watching active content, you can link your X series TV to, for example, your Google photographs, making this the largest digital photo frame in your home to relive those memories. Of course, it's got Google Assistant, and it's got Chromecast built in. So the X series. Now you get amazing picture quality with all displays being 4K with Dolby Vision. You get an upgraded audio experience with 30-watt speakers, and of course, Dolby Audio, and for the first time, DTS X, and the all-new Google TV experience. Now, it's going to be coming in incredible sizes. We are focused on large displays, so you will, of course, have the 43-inch. But bigger than that, we will also be bringing in a 50-inch. But what all of us really like is bigger TVs, right? So we're bringing in a 55-inch TV as well. But we've been talking to Xiaomi fans, and they said 55 was great in 2018, 2019. We want that perfect size upgrade. So today, we are also launching an incredible 65-inch TV. Now, this is the perfect size upgrade because what we've done is engineered the 65 to fit in all Indian homes. It's only 4 kgs heavier than the 55, so it's not that heavy. It's only 22 centimeters wider, so it easily fits into almost every house's TV cabinet. But you get a massive 60% more screen size when you move from a 55 to a 65. So it makes a massive difference when it comes to watching that content on a large screen TV. Again, a perfect size upgrade that I think India is ready for now. The next part from a TV side is what I think we've done, or we normally do better than anyone else in the industry, is the software bit. Patchwall, from the start, has stood out for its consumer-friendly, user-focused approach. And this has always been enhanced. So today, we have a larger content library than what we started with. In fact, we have more than 30 partners. But what's really cool is you have a universal search. So you can search across all these 30 partners to get to exactly what you want. And of course, India watches music rather than just listens to it. And in most cases, the TV is the best sounding system that you have in your house. So we also worked with the incredible team at YouTube to bring in a dedicated music tab onto the patch wall part. Now, how many of us are still using a set-top box at home? Okay, some people. How many of us have gone completely cord-free? No set-top box. All right. For those people who don't have a set-top box anymore, do you guys miss the discoverability part of what live TV used to be? Yeah? Right? I remember, for the first time when I was just surfing channels and I landed up at, Discovery, and it was talking about how do you build rockets. I wasn't actively looking for it, but that is the magic of having live TV. That's the magic of discovering content that you might not have thought about, but it changes how you kind of start viewing content. Well, today we're also taking a next big step by introducing Patch Wall Plus. So with Patch Wall Plus, without the need for a set-top box, you have access to live TV. And in fact, you have access to more than 200 channels of live TV right there on. And all of these channels are free. But because our Patch Wall team understands the consumers better than anyone else out there, we've also gone for a very friendly UI. It's neatly categorized and has a EPG kind of a layout that all of us are familiar with. So we can easily go through different channels, see what we like, and probably stay on that. But that's not the best part. The best part is that Patch Wall Plus Live TV is going to be available across all Xiaomi TVs. So that's the X series. You've got 4K Dolby Vision panels with a wide color gamut and a vivid picture engine. You've got 30-watt speakers supporting DTS:X now, as well as, of course, Dolby Audio. You've got the all-new Google TV experience. You've got Patch Wall. You've got Patch Wall Plus with live TVs, and available in 43, 50, 55, and, of course, my favorite, the new 65-inch TV. Now, this has been recapped beautifully in this video. So let's look at the prices. Now, all of these prices are net effective prices because we are bringing in some incredible launch offers for all of you guys. Now, all 4 sizes are going to be available starting this weekend at these prices. So you've got the 43-inch at $26,999, the 50-inch at $32,999, the 55-inch at $37,499 effective price, and the 65 at an incredible $58,999. It's an amazing price for the hardware. The 43, 50, and 55 will be available starting 4th, while the 65 is going to be available starting the 5th. Now, with that, let's hand it back for the moment that you've been waiting for the start of the 5G revolution, and back to Murli.
All right. Wow. Thank you. Anuj, Abby, Sandeep, Gautam. Please join me in giving them a round of applause. Such fantastic product tellers. Thank you, guys. So we had 4 products to talk about. 2 of them you already know the price. And of course, these other 2 products that I'm still yet to reveal the price on, I'm guessing there's a lot of excitement in the room. Starting with the Redmi 12 with the stunning, gorgeous crystal black crystal back design, the infinite camera deco, flat sides, rounded edges, the largest display ever on a Redmi phone, with 90 Hz adaptive sync refresh rate, flagship quality feature in a price point that will surely blow your mind, and a phone that demonstrates that unwavering focus that Xiaomi has on quality. With Corning Gorilla Glass, IP53 protection, and much, much more, the Redmi 12 comes in two variants. The 4GB 128GB variant of the Redmi 12 will retail with a net effective price of rupees 8,999. So glad you love the price, and this includes either a bank offer or an exchange bonus if you trade in an existing Xiaomi device. Now, the other variant of the Redmi 12 is the 6GB 128GB variant that retails for 10,499. And this includes a 1,000 rupee exchange bonus for existing Xiaomi users who trade in their phone in exchange. The first sale starts on the 4th of August, 2023 at 12 noon. And the product would be available on Mi.com, Mi Home, Flipkart, and all of our Xiaomi retail partners. Moving on to the showcase product of this afternoon. My heart rate is actually going up, and I wanted to check that. This is one of those moments which I think we'll all remember for a really long time. Presenting the global debut of the Redmi 12 5G, a phone that we believe will truly revolutionize 5G in India. The global debut of a 4nm processor in this price segment with the Qualcomm Snapdragon 4 Gen 2. The same gorgeous crystal back design, the infinite camera deco, the large display, 90 Hz adaptive sync refresh, and all the goodness of quality and much, much more. The Redmi 12 5G will be available in three variants. The 4GB 128GB variant of the Redmi 12 5G will retail at a net effective price of 12. I'm hearing 12,000. 10,999. And that includes a bank offer of 1,000 rupees, 10,999 for the super magical product, which will surely spark that 5G revolution in the country. Now, there are two other variants. The mid variant of the Redmi 12 5G, the 6GB 128GB variant, retails for 12,499. Again, with a 1,000 rupee bank offer, and the top end for those who want much, much more from their phone. The best of RAM, the best of ROM, and of course, the best of performance from the Redmi 12 5G. The 8GB 256GB variant retails for 14,499, including a 1,000 rupee exchange bonus. So there you have it, the three variants of the Redmi 12 5G. The sale starts on the 4th of August at 12 noon, available on Mi.com, Mi Home, Amazon, and all of our retail partners. Hope you like that pricing. Now, when I got started, I said, for all that you know, we have 4 products to talk about today, but We have a little bit surprise sneaking up in the end. And it's important to set context before I even come to the product. We've been committed to making in India for the longest time. All of you are aware that. 100% of the phones that we sell in India are made in India. You're aware of that. 100% of the smart televisions that we sell in India are proudly made in India. You're aware of that too. But we said we shouldn't stop here because making in India is a commitment, it's a journey. And today, we're taking this one step further by introducing an additional product category that we are proudly making in India. And a few months ago, we had announced a partnership with an Indian champion, an Indian manufacturing firm, Optimus Electronics. And we said we are going to make wireless audio products with them. So presenting the fifth device for this afternoon, the Redmi Sonic-based wireless earphones 2. Now the Redmi Sonic-based wireless earphones 2 comes with large 9.2mm drivers for that punchy music experience. Dual mic ENC for crystal clear calls. It's ultra lightweight, just 22 grams. It has 16, it can have a playback of 16 hours of charge once you charge it once, and super fast quick charging, 10 minutes of charge gives you 2 hours of playback time, and it also comes with a Type-C charging port. And the Redmi Sonic-based wireless earphones 2 retails for just rupees 1,999. And while we had this giveaway online and we had 50 winners win giveaways on the live stream, we said we should do something special for our Xiaomi fans here. So all you Xiaomi fans, there is a surprise gift for each one of you. Each one of you gets the Redmi Sonic-based wireless earphones 2 as a goodie for this afternoon. Thank you. Thank you so much for that love and affection. So there you have it. The global debut of the Redmi 12 5G. We had the Redmi 12, the Redmi Watch 3 Active, the Xiaomi TV series, and the Redmi Sonic-based wireless earphones 2. A lot to talk about this afternoon. I hope you enjoyed the event that we put together and all the information that we had to share. Thank you so much for being patient with us and listening through the entire presentation. We have an experienced drone. Please go check it out, share your feedback. Until then, thank you from all of us at Team Xiaomi. We truly appreciate your presence here. Good luck and take care. This is Murli signing off.